and welcome to the TMC Newsroom. My name is Rich Tehrani. Thanks for watching us today. We're at Interop 2011 in Las Vegas, Nevada. On our program today is Henrik Brill Jensen. He is the CEO of Napatech. And Henrik, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having us here today. Thank you very much.
Our pleasure. Now tell us, Napatech, what's your company doing these days? What do you do?
So Napatech deliver hardware acceleration for network monitoring and analysis. So we deliver a hardware adapter card that essentially together with a standard server platform can enhance the performance of our customers' network appliances in general. And there's a very large need of today being able to look much more in details about what is going on the network. And actually at Interop this year, we're very proud about being introduced in the very first 40 gigabit adapter card for exactly the purpose of doing analysis and network monitoring. And we've had a very good show actually demoing to our customers the capabilities of this adapter card here.
And so specifically, if I ask you, what pain do you take away for your customers? What is that pain?
So the pain that we are taking away from our customers is the thing around they would use a standard server and maybe today a traditional network adapter card, and they will not be able to see everything that is happening on the line at any given line rate. And they really have an urgent need for being able to see everything in detailed level, every network data passing by on the network at any given line rate. So we enable our customers basically to see everything that is going on, and thereby being able to giving their end customers a better view of how they should optimize and secure their networks in general terms. And we are capable of doing that from 1 gigabit Ethernet and now up to 40 gigabit Ethernet, which will become the next generation of high-end products also for Napatech customers.
So that includes things like deep packet inspection?
It'll do that. So we help customers enhance their DPI systems by delivering data a lot more efficient into the host memory of the server systems. We also do more traditional monitoring or support more traditional monitoring systems like network performance monitoring, for instance. But also things like data recording, where you want to have a full data record of what is happening on your 10 gig line, maybe for lawful intercept purposes or recording purposes for later investigation of what was happening on the network.
Now, the types of customers that you sell to are what sorts?
So Napatech business is an OEM business where we sell to network equipment manufacturers, and a lot of those are tier 1 US-based customers. We also sell to system integrators or value-added resellers, but always to someone that make an appliance out of our products together with a standard server and then add their application on top of that hardware platform. And even though Napatech is a Danish-based company, we have most of our business here in US, with more than 80% of what we're doing is in US. We have local offices around in both West and East Coast to support our customers there.
So one would imagine that with the unbelievable growth of traffic on networks that your business would be growing and kind of in lockstep with that growth. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's correct. So we have been very successful over the past number of years, growing approximately 30 to 40% year over year, and expect that to continue also for the coming years. And as you say, it's basically based on the fact that you have extremely high growth in internet traffic in general, but you also have a complexity in services running on the network that you need to take care of. And last but not least, you also need to make sure that your transactions on the network is actually secure. And these are in turns the things that our customers are looking for, enhancing current performance on their appliances.
Now, once mobile devices start getting on 4G networks, those corporate networks are going to get unbelievably slammed. I don't even think that companies are aware that the access of data on the road is going to be that much greater because the wireless networks are going to be that much faster in all the areas where people weren't able to get super high-speed connectivity beforehand. So you could have a company with, let's say, 3,000-4,000 tablets that all of a sudden can access data at say 4 or 5 megabits per second, sucking down data on the network. So networks are just going to have to deal with unbelievable amounts of stress due to not only that, but just applications like video and more HD video and soon 3D video and telepresence and IP security cameras and all of those applications.
And as you say, some of the things where we see a huge growth at the moment is the mobile sector. So we see a very large need for actually being able to handle and make sure that your applications delivery on the mobile network, which is also IP based, is actually done in a way that subscribers would like to pay for something. You know, you really like that your mobile device more or less works the same way that your desktop at home or at the office. So we actually see a growing need also within that sector for being able to very accurately being able to monitor and analysis of data in the network there.
Well, it's very exciting, isn't it?
Yeah, it's very exciting.
So what's next for the company? I suppose you're just going to try to keep up with all this growth of just network traffic, right?
Yeah, we will. So of course we follow the connectivity trends that are growing all the time, but we also try to figure out in what kind of segments do customers today have problem in driving their monitoring applications, and how can we help them sustain a full gigabit or 10 gigabit and now even 40 gigabit line rates. Some of the things we're looking into right now is actually to do virtualization. So we actually enable our customers to do virtual monitoring applications based on our adapter card and still receive full amount of data traffic into their applications. So they can consolidate multiple of their network monitoring applications today on a single piece of hardware, save some real estate, some power, which is very important to many customers moving forward.
That's great. Well, thanks for being on the program.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me here.